Ergosign is a company that specializes in the field of usability. That is, we help users to work more efficient, more effective, and in a more satisfying way. That is, our main focus is on improving user interfaces. User interfaces are the part of a software that gives you access to the functionality of a certain software. And it's the part that it's really visible for the user. You interact with the software via the user interface, and if you design a user interface in a way that takes into account what humans are really good at, that takes into account the knowledge that cognitive psychology has to offer, then it's much easier for a user to learn how to operate the system. It's much easier to work with it in a safe and efficient manner. Well, there are very severe formal regulations. So you have to adhere to a specific process called like usability engineering for medical devices that really prescribes a certain sequence of phases that are iteratively intertwined to make sure that the system that is going to be developed takes into account a patient's needs or the needs of a certain doctor that uses the system in his work context. In the case of patients, you even have more severe restrictions because you cannot assume that those patients have had appropriate training. There are a lot of apps for like a smartphone that are now used in a medical context that patients use, for example, to monitor certain conditions, and you need to make sure that operation is safe and that users do not have a learning barrier that they need to overcome before being able to work with these applications. I think a successful user interface is a user interface that becomes invisible. You simply can act with a certain applications. You need what to do next. You do not need to think. So if we are able to get rid of that thinking step of what to do next by removing any kind of usability barrier, then we are successful. So success means nobody will realize that we have done our work because it's simply invisible.